Media literacy is one of the most important concepts fact-checkers use to sensitize citizens in preparation for elections. There are some 24 elections scheduled to happen across the African continent in 2023. Elections are a very critical time for citizens and countries. It is imperative that the public is enlightened on the reasons why their choices during the elections must not be influenced by misinformation or disinformation. The public's ability to identify and promote credible information on social media will contribute positively to the outcome of the elections. In this episode of The Proof, powered by Africa Check, we'll be looking at how the continent's leading fact-checking organization is equipping voters with media literacy so as to make the right choices in the coming elections. I am Joe Hanson. Welcome to The Proof. Welcome back. Media literacy is an expanded conceptualization of literacy that includes the ability to access and analyze media messages as well as create, reflect, and take action. All of this while using the power of information and communication to make a difference in the world. Now, it is a concept that has gained strength over the years, particularly as we see how powerful social media is in swaying public thought and opinion. Allwell Okpi, Community Manager for Africa Check, joins me now in this discussion. Allwell, thank you so much for being here. Now, quickly tell us, if we use Nigeria's February 2023 elections as a case study, why is it important in the upcoming elections?
Thank you very much, Joe. In the context of the Nigeria's 2023 election, which is less than 2 months away, I can say media literacy is really about having majority of Nigerians developing critical thinking skills around how they use or consume different types of media, and also understanding how media works. I mean, that's both traditional and social media. How they sort of shape society and influence thoughts and decisions. Considering that the election affords citizens the opportunity to make very important decisions that affect their lives and the country for at least 4 years. It is important that voters make informed decisions on election day, and that they are not deceived or misled by false information that is spread through the media.
All right, Allwell, so have you started seeing a change in the pattern in how citizens and politicians share information online? And are there improvements, if at all?
Well, it's difficult to measure the impact of these efforts to improve the public's media literacy. But I can say that the feedback we get or gotten so far from the different sets of people that we have trained and reached out to is quite encouraging. Generally, the way people engage with our fact check of late, and the sort of increase in the awareness of the importance of fact checking, which we are sort of noticing, there are good signs, because we obviously politicians, especially in these election cycles, being more aware that they are being fact checked, and they do they do mention that times we believe that is that's a good sign.
What are those important questions citizens should ask themselves when they come across information online?
You need to ask yourself, who wrote this? I mean, what's the source of this information? Before forwarding it, check who wrote it, or and for what reason was it shared, right? It's if it is not from official or verified publication, then it may be false. Another question is, can I verify this claim? And generally, if you cannot verify claim is correct or not, then it is not advisable to share it. And if there is no trustworthy source to validate the information, then it's probably false. And a question it might ask is, does this information, does it evoke emotions? I mean, does it make you angry or happy or whatever kind of emotions? And this is important because false information often communicated in ways that evoke strong emotion. Another question may ask is, does this information include visual or audio? You need to really look at the videos and the photos to see whether they are indeed being used correctly. And then, also ask whether, is this a hoax? I mean, the information that you are share or you find, it might be a complete hoax, with no truth in it at all. I mean, someone fabricating something for a particular agenda.
All right, what are the consequences of having citizens and voters who are not media literate?
It's a big problem, to have a large chunk of the population not being media literate. The consequence is huge, and it means that those who say the politicians or their supporters who are relying on disinformation can easily determine the outcome of events such as the general election by basically misleading the majority of the people by spreading false information.
Thank you so much, Allwell, for talking to us here on The Proof. When we come back, we'll take a look at the verdict. Welcome back. Now, apart from making sure you meet all the requirements, like in Nigeria's case, having your permanent voter's card to vote in election, it is also important you arm yourself with basic fact-checking skills, which will enable you to make a good choice in the election. Learning and practicing how to spot and share accurate information will have a positive influence on your community, because you will also be able to equip your family, friends with skills that will prevent them from falling for inaccurate information during elections. If you're still not sure about a claim you see on social media, or you need to know more about fact-checking, you can reach out to Africa Check. You can find out more about media literacy by visiting www.africacheck.org. At africacheck.ng, that's the handle on all socials. Make sure you also do that. Now, don't forget to follow us. We are on social media too, at News Central TV. And you can check out our website. It's www.newscentral.africa. Thank you so much for watching.